If you are not building your personal brand online and you are over 50, why not? Why would you miss out on the opportunities that are available to you? Think about it this way. You've already worked hard in a profession of your choice. And now the world is changing. We have artificial intelligence. You hear people talking about ChatGPT and Canva and all these different design tools. And you may feel a little bit lost, like, how do I even start, Meg? Don't worry about it. What I found on my own journey is it's just a matter of being willing to apply yourself to learn how to even start your YouTube channel. Because what I like about the online space is it gives you the opportunity for self-expression. What do I mean by that? Maybe your thing is you are tired of the career that you did already anyway, and you just want to give yourself a makeover, as I did in my own life. I decided to recreate my personal brand and not to restrict my life to healthcare. I decided there's more to me. I felt a little bit restricted, like that's all I could do, working long hours, working nights. I understood I had to start doing some things a little bit differently. So I have made handmade jewelry done, a bit of recruitment done, so many different types of services, a few rather. Nobody can do so much. But anyway, building your own presence online gives you a platform for self-expression. It could be you decide, I'm really interested in music, I'm interested in fashion, I'm interested in beauty, in makeup. There's a lawyer in Africa who developed her personal brand online and she went viral because apart from being a lawyer, she decided she also loves fashion and she does have an amazing fashion sense. So that's the thing about personal branding. Your personal brand is who you are, what you stand for, what you care about, and where you want to go in life, what you want to accomplish. Now listen to this. If you're over 40 and you don't have a presence online, you are missing out. Because think about it, that is also going to be your legacy. That will be some content material for your family to watch. Maybe you're busy on holiday somewhere and they're like, I need something, you can put some of your content or tips and advice that you have always wanted to share to your family, but they're in different parts of the world, and I know it may sound a little bit, maybe even cringe, like what the heck? No, hear me out. It doesn't even have to be for family, but you decide, there are some ideas I've always wanted to talk about, to share, and to speak about. This is the opportunity. Because think about it, after 50, you don't care about everybody's opinion, right? So how do you start your YouTube channel, your presence online, your online presence, yes? Becoming more visible. Because remember, with visibility comes opportunities. You don't know who's watching. Some strong brands with deep pockets may want to support what you do, and they would want you to be an ambassador. Look out for the good ones anyway. Be very careful. Don't sign up to brands that are going to give you low ball offers that you're better than that, right? But anyhow, we can talk about that. So let me say this. What you want to think about before you even decide you are going to go online is you want to take a bit of time and do an inventory of your skills. You want to look at what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, what comes naturally to you, so that you don't have to be reading a script. I know some people use teleprompters and all that, but think about it. When you are building your personal brand, you want to come across as authentic. You're not trying to be somebody else, right? You can see, as I'm speaking on here, I've done some live streams just here on YouTube. I normally do live streams on TikTok, but I've done a few here on YouTube as well. When you are in your elements, it could be marriage, it could be relationships. These are some ideas. You can be sharing your journey because you have authority on your journey. Nobody can tell you otherwise what it felt like for you. Everything that you've experienced so far, what you learned. And hopefully you also add some science, the psychology, and your faith, your belief system. I have a belief system that teaches me that life is always bigger than what I'm going through temporarily. That it is important to go through what I'm going through, to grow through it, not to allow the circumstances I'm going through to diminish me. We're supposed to be growing through our challenges, not to be diminished. Yes? So, building your presence online, your personal brand, I want you to look at what you're really good at, what comes naturally to you, what you enjoy doing, or something that has been dormant in your life, and you start to think, oh, I would really like to explore that a little bit more. And you may feel like, Meg, I don't have the confidence. It's cringe to be showing up online. No, think about it. Think about it. It makes, I don't know, that's what I found anyway. It becomes really interesting when you start showing up online and you realize that actually a lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't care who you are, whatever, but the people that you are helping, the people that you are supporting, what you have learned from your own journey. I'm not talking about things that you don't even know what you're talking about. Forget about that. Don't do that. I trained and worked in the healthcare industry as a registered nurse, and for 3 decades lived and worked in three different countries. So I'm not just coming on here just to say anything, but that is not my entire personal brand. My personal brand is I also enjoy travel, as you can tell, of course, working in 3 different countries. I also enjoy family, parenting topics. I don't know, cooking. There's so many things I enjoy, and I have been building, and I'm building here online, different channels actually, so that each channel is for a different part of my journey. Say like for travel, I've already got an email address that I've already set up with Gmail, so that when I start talking about travel or recommending travel planners or itineraries, it's a separate channel by itself. So if you want to start your YouTube channel, if you're over 50, number one, do a quick audit, or take your time, take a day, do a quick audit. What am I really good at? What can I enjoy talking about naturally flowing without having to pretend to be somebody else? You don't want to do that. Focus on what you're good at. And then later on, you can add other topics, or you can add multiple channels if you want. It's really up to you. Right? It could be in the area of supporting aging parents, something that I did as well, coaching families, supporting them to navigate the complexities around supporting an aging parent while you've got young adults that you're still supporting are not yet independent. So life can be a little bit challenging, getting organized and all this. That's one of the things that I did. And if you are watching this, you are like, I appreciate what she's talking about. I need somebody who's gentle and patient with me. And that's what we'll do. We'll talk about that. Because think about it. When you are operating in your most authentic version of you, it is so healing. It is so therapeutic. It makes life interesting. You are exploring and you're discovering. And you start interacting with the community. Some people will be interested. Some will not. Some will just watch. And some people will just like your face. Some people will like your voice for whatever reason. I also have a page that I'll be building for those of you who need spiritual coaching that is based on the Word of God, rooted in the Word of God. If you are interested in that, leave me a message, comment below and say, Coach Meg, interested in the spiritual coaching that is based on the Bible, right? Just comment spiritual coaching. But think about it this way. There is somebody around the world, I am sure, a minimum of 1,000 people who are interested in what you talk about, your perspective, your point of view. But you also want to come across as professional, so you want to clean your camera. You want to make sure your headshot, as you can see here, right? It's in the center of the camera. Because your presence is the most important thing. It's not too much about your background trying to impress people. Forget about that. Focus on you and what you want to talk about with passion, with conviction, what you care about. I really believe if you are over 50, you must start building your personal brand because this is your opportunity for reinvention. You may have been successful in what you've done so far, but you want to explore something else because that makes life interesting, right? And you know that in retirement, if you are just waiting at home, I have been in the healthcare industry, and I kid you not, some of my clients that were still active, going to play golf, they still had a social life, even in their 80s. They had a better, busy social life than me. It just makes your life interesting, and you're able to keep up with friends. You're learning, building a community. Make your life now as you choose, okay? You decide that. Listen, if this resonates with you and you're like, I need a coach to help me, get in touch with me. We're going to work on a 30-day or 90-day or 6-month plan. Let's get to work.